Good morning, everybody. It's me, James Reese with Alchemy Fit. It is, I gotta check my watch, July 27th. It's 6:31 in the morning. I'm getting ready to do I've already stretched out. It's Monday, so I'm doing deadlifting here in a little bit. But before I do, I try to get all my supplements in that I used for training purposes and so forth. And one of the ones I wanted to talk about today, per the title, was this ProMix Blood Flow Berry Beets. I initially was apprehensive because I'm not the biggest fan of having like earthy supplements. This did not taste earthy. This was actually really good. I was very surprised at how delicious it was. And I have been experimenting with more nitric oxide as of late to see if it would help out with my running and just my overall training. And sure enough, after a month and a half and some change, if you will, of using this, the improvements were within 1 week very noticeable. My running and blood oxygen got well because of the nitric oxide that comes with this, comes with these beets. I was running better. Let me get my notes because, I'm not gonna try to be some fancy smazzy video here. All right. So when I started taking this in mid-June, looking at my notes here, my VO2 max per my Apple Watch here, which of course there's a bit of a skewness, but this gives me a ballpark number, was at a 46.6, and that was on June 13th. By July 25th, my VO2 max went up to an estimated 51.4, which is a significant improvement. I did the blink thing, so I'm like, yeah. I was just astounded throughout this past month of just how my running went, and the proof is in the pudding. Through my West Texas Running Club races, I got first place at the July 4th race here a few weeks ago. I say a few weeks ago, it was actually over this month. But the pump I've been getting after using this specifically, because I was using other products that had nitric oxide in it, but with ProMix, they do eliminate a lot of the fluff that they put in it. And like in this one, I'm looking at the back of the box jar right here. Lemon oil, lemon juice, natural berry flavor, citric acid, malic acid, monk fruit, blueberries, and silica. So there's not too many fluff in here, too much in here. It's still early. I'm not gonna be talking correctly. But I was really, really happy with that overall product. So of course, when I finished this jar here, I went ahead and got this in a few days ago. I do plan on having this as, I would like to think, a permanent fixture in my supplements that I'm using on a daily basis, especially with all the running I'm doing. I do a lot of rowing, cycling, just my training style in general with the races I do. And this really helped out. And I'm a believer now. I was really apprehensive about trying it and one of the dumb things why was because of the whole, if you drink berry stuff, you pee red. And it freaked me out, but I got over that. I didn't have any of that. And I just, shout out to ProMix. You get in this one right here, because you get the jar originally, came with it. But this time around, I think this was the only thing I was offered. And so there's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do a quick, I'm not gonna make this a whole thing. So with the berry beets, you can use water, but what I like to do, this is just me, so I'm using this coconut water from Costco, your Kirkland signature, to give it a bit of a base. It's just as good with water, but with the coconut water, I get some extra electrolytes in, and it just gives it a little bit of a sweeter taste. All right, so that was easy to put in there. You would think, there we go. Comes out red just like that. I like the color of it. I like colorful things when it comes to my supplements. But with the beets, you're gonna get some red in it. So, all right, let's put it in here. Give it a nice little shake for the camera. Now, I'm not affiliated with ProMix Nutrition. I've been using them for the past few years. I've encountered a lot of great stuff from them. They did have a big birthday special last week. I think it's over now, but I did take advantage. So let's give it another bit of a shake. All right, look at that color. Look at that color. Oh yeah. Cheers. Ooh, and that's how I get my morning started. Gentlemen out there, nitric oxide, especially if you're north of 40, and even below if you're below the age of 40, in that range, I highly recommend this product for blood flow. Blood flow. Just gonna tell you that right now, buddies. It's something I think that all men should start taking more into their diet. I say all men, I don't want to speak in absolutes, but this is a supplement. Of course, there's other different ones out there. But I've really seen and felt the improvements when using these berry beets. So give it a thought. We all need a little bit more nitric oxide in our lives, and 5 stars, I guess. 5 out of 5. Tremendous product. It's really helped me out with my training overall, my recovery. I still get DOMS, delayed onset of muscle soreness, but not as much. And the fatigue factor, especially after the way I train, if I wasn't taking this, I feel that I'd be a lot more tired and so forth. But since I have been taking this, hasn't been that bad. So I'd like to think that this has been a big part of it. Has it been the sole reason? No. I'm also, counting my macros a little bit more stringently now and so forth. But it's it just goes to show that one little variable can make a significant difference. So that is my review of the ProMix Blood Beets. I'm not too sure if they're doing this jar anymore, but anyways, for anybody out there, highly recommend this product if you're looking to add more nitric oxide into your regimen, so forth. So anyways, I gotta train, I got deadlifts. Adios, take it easy, thanks for watching.